The sun is setting in San Diego, but the stadium lights are finally on, and we have football to play here on a Friday evening at Mount Carmel High School in San Diego, California. Welcome, everybody, to the CIF San Diego section game of the week, brought to you by San Diego Prep Insider. My name is Jonathan Rifkin, delighted to be with you to do play-by-play for not just tonight, but all season long, not just football. We're going to do volleyball. We're going to do soccer, tennis, water polo, basketball, softball, and every high school sport in San Diego will be covered at some point, and we are so excited to finally get back to it. 490 days since Mount Carmel and the Sun Devils have taken the football field. 476 days since the Mission Bay Buccaneers lost to Castle Park in their last game of the 2019 season. These two teams kicking off for their first time ever against each other. We see some score predictions in the chat. Keep those going, folks. Keep up the conversation. This is going to be a good one. 12-minute quarters. This is a scrimmage, but the only difference in tonight's game versus a regular season matchup will be when there is a kickoff. The returning team, it is a dead ball, a fair catch no matter where the returner catches the ball, whether it's in the end zone at the 10, the 20, the 30, it could be at the 50. It does not matter for player safety purposes. This is a scrimmage. So they are trying to make sure eliminate any unnecessary contact as it happens. But other than that, we got a football game, folks, to get you ready for. Where we last left the Mission Bay Buccaneers, head coach Greg Tate in his first season, they had a rough 2019 out of the City League. 0-4, they went 6-7, but they actually had a surprising playoff run as the 6th seed. In the D5 first round, they beat San Ysidro 56-0, and then they beat the 3rd seeded Holtville 21-14 in the San Diego Section Division 5 quarterfinals. They actually went on to lose to Castle Park 22-10 in the semifinals. Castle Park, of course, losing to Francis Parker in the D5 championship thereafter. So for a 6th seed and an 0-4 league record, what Mission Bay was able to do in 2019 only set them up for success here in the 2021 spring football season. On the other side, for Coach John Anderson, entering his 10th season at the helm, he has a 48-56 record for Mount Carmel and the Sun Devils. They went 4-7, 2-3 in league play in 2019. Their final loss last time we saw the Sun Devils was a 46-38 loss in the D3 first round postseason in the San Diego section. We're about 5 minutes away from kickoff. I have never had a smile. I had not never, but in the last year, I haven't had a smile as big as this one. We're going to take a short break, read some ads to pay the bills, and then kickoff. You are listening to the CIF San Diego section Prep Insider Game of the Week right here on YouTube Live.
Mission Bay and your Carmel Sun Devils. If you all rise, we will play the national anthem.
A limited capacity here, but they were roaring at the end of that national anthem. Welcome back to Mount Carmel High School and Sun Devil Stadium, everybody. Jonathan Rifkin along for the call. 2 minutes and 20 seconds away from kickoff of the spring 2021 CIF San Diego section football season. Now, this is a scrimmage. Both teams have their first official on the calendar game next week when Mission Bay takes on Crawford at home and Poway comes to Mount Carmel to take on the Sun Devils. But we got a game to do tonight. Before we get to all the action, we want to thank our sponsors at Mission Federal Credit Union. Mission Federal Credit Union is a proud partner with the San Diego section. Mission Fed Credit Union is San Diego's largest member-owned, non-for-profit, full-service financial institution exclusively serving San Diego County. Banking at Mission Fed means doing good for San Diego by putting money back into the communities of San Diego through supporting and helping hundreds of local nonprofit organizations. Mission Federal Credit Union. 2 quarterbacks to pay attention to tonight. It's going to be Carson Tomapayo, the senior, 6'3", 180 pounds for Mount Carmel. He'll be matched up against one of the top sophomores in the nation from last season, Clash Osborne. 2 guys who have been highly touted in the area. Osborne displayed incredible leadership during the team's season of mourning back in 2019. Of course, when Dane Romaine, our hearts go out to the entire Mission Bay community, unfortunately passed away in summer 2019. The team came together, and of course, for these young men, they needed leadership, and one of the guys to step up to the plate and really provide leadership during that time of mourning was Clash Osborne, the now junior quarterback. He plays basketball, he runs track, but man, does this kid have a future in football. On the other side, Carson Tomapayo. He's had over 2,000 total yards of offense, 15 touchdown passes in 2019. He has offers from Idaho, Southern Oregon, and Valparaiso, looking to pick up a few more here in the late part of the 2021 year. The clock about to strike 0, and we are ready for football. The Sun Devils will kick off, and it looks like the Buccaneers in Mission Bay will return. Sun Devils in their all reds, gold numbers on the front and back, red helmets with the numbers on the side as well. Mission Bay in their whites with black numbers outlined in that Mission Bay gold on the front and back. All whites, white shirts, white pants, and black helmets. And we are ready for some football. The lights are bright. The sun is down. 12 minutes here, and quarter number 1 is on the clock. And things are about to go down. Josh Smith, the senior kicker, takes a few steps back. And the kickoff is away. The 2021 high school football season in the state of California has began. No return, as I mentioned. Peyton Mall was able to corral the kickoff, but they're doing no returns on the kickoffs here at Sun Devil Stadium. So the ball will be placed. I don't know if it's a touchback. I believe it's going to start at the 20-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. Kickoff time, 6:01. And how about this? March 12th, and our temperature, 55 degrees. A slight breeze coming out of the northwest, not too bad. And the cheerleaders, they are trying to get this crowd of, I don't know, probably just under 100 people or so amped up on the near side. A couple of Mission Bay fans on the far side, traveling up north here to Mount Carmel. And our first opportunity to see Clash Osborne. It's a jet sweep from left to right. He hands it off to Hatton Wynn, and Wynn takes it for about 2 yards to the 22. A pair of Sun Devils take him down. As I mentioned in the pregame show, the Mission Bay Bucks 6-7 in 2019, but 0-4 in the City League. But they had an incredible playoff run as Osborne lines up in the shotgun, and we have movement on the defensive line. I believe we'll see a neutral zone infraction on the Sun Devils. They get that sorted out. Colson Montgomery, 5'8" sophomore, looked like he moved. They're not moving the ball, though. Perhaps they picked up the flag. 2nd and 8 here for the Buccaneers. Clash Osborne, as I mentioned, a resounding sophomore season. And they are finally moving up the football after some conversation. So that'll make it about 2nd and 2. And remember, this is a scrimmage for the officials. This is their first time back on the football field as well. It's going to take them a couple of reps to get back into their groove. Shotgun, 4 wide set, 2 on each side of Osborne. Running back lined up to his left. Snap, play action, wide receiver screen on the far side. And it's caught and taken down to the 31. Gordon Meredith on the little out screen pass. And that is a very nice play because right now you're not looking for big plays. You just want to get these guys reps, get them the chemistry they need, and move that football down the field. 1st and 10, ball at the 30-yard line. It's a handoff here for the Buccaneers, and it goes for about 2, maybe 3 yards. Numbers a little bit elusive tonight, but I believe that was Logan Lewis on the carry for the Buccaneers. Players to watch for Mount Carmel on the defensive side. Josh Delando had 90 tackles, 13 tackles for loss, 6 sacks in 2019. He'll lead that very strong linebacker front. Oh, what a blitz, but a great job to get out of trouble was Osborne. He dumps it off to Maul, and Maul is able to wrestle it down for about 4 yards on the gain to the 34.5-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and about 7 here for the Buccaneers. 5 wide set, and comes flying across the line was Joshua Delando, the 6'1 senior defensive back. They were bringing the house, and on the fake snap count, Osborne was able to get Delando to jump. The inaugural Game of the Week broadcast. And by the way, that's right on the first down line. They're going to call it 3rd and inches now for the Buccaneers. Maybe one, but a very short 1 yard. Now it looks like an offset I for the Buccaneers. Osborne is a running back out behind him. And Logan Lewis, a fullback to his right to snap. It's a handoff. This goes to the fullback. That's Peyton Maul in that position. He wrestles it down to the 45. Ball comes out. Was he down before, though? We'll see what the officials say. We're still waiting on an official decision, but I believe they're saying his knee touched the ground at the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Buccaneers 46 for Mission Bay. Shotgun formation, trips to the weak side of Osborne now. Single wide receiver on the near side. Ball in the middle of the field. Takes the snap. Has some time. Nice blocking from his running back. Lobs one downfield, a 50-50 ball, and it's incomplete. Intended for Andrew Hutchinson. And in coverage for the Sun Devils was Yosef Habtum, the 6-foot senior last year. Had 6 pass breakups. I know this is a scrimmage, but chalk one up right there for him in man-on-man coverage. 2nd and 10 from the 46. Pistol formation now. They like to run out of center. It's a handoff, and right as Logan Lewis gets the ball, he is taken down to the ground for a loss of 4 on the play. It was a blitz for the defense, and 4 Mount Carmel red jerseys broke the front line for the Bucs. And it's 3rd and 14 now for Osborne, still in their own territory. Defense showing cover 2, 3-4 spread, 4 spread out wide evenly on both sides of Osborne in the shotgun. 3-step drop off the snap, looks up the middle, has a receiver, but it's off the fingertips of Jacob Sloan. It's 4th and 14. So after 3 straight first downs, including an offsides that allowed a first down to happen for the Bucs, they are not able to convert on 3rd and 14 after 2 back-to-back great defensive efforts by the secondary in Mount Carmel. And we are going to have our first punt of the evening, and gives us an opportunity to thank Scorebook Live. Scorebook Live is the official digital content partner of the CIF and your destination for following all of your favorite teams and players. Head to scorebooklive.com for scores, live play-by-play, and more. Thank you to Scorebook Live, one of the sponsors of the CIF San Diego section. Back out to punt is Jacob Sloan. And a fair catch is called at the 20, maybe the 21 for Mount Carmel. Back on the catch was Amir Adams, the star wide receiver. So 3 first downs amount to no points but a punt for the Bucs. Mount Carmel now on offense for their first drive of the game. Mount Carmel coming off of that 4-7 season in 2019, 2-3 in the Palomar League. Lost to Central High School 46-38 in the San Diego section Division III first round playoffs. But John Anderson, the head coach here in his 10th season, a veteran at the helm. It's going to be fun to watch him now in the RPO style. Draw up some plays here. Off the snap, Tomapayo tosses it off to Jaden Virgin. And Virgin able to break a couple of tackles and get the ball up all the way on the near side to the 40-yard line. That's a 19-yard pitch and catch on the first offensive play of 2021 for Mount Carmel. No PA announcer tonight for Mount Carmel. I could be on double duty. They could just hook me in, but then people have to hear me talking throughout every single play. And I think that we'll reserve that opportunity for you folks at home. T formation on offense for Tamalpu. And this time it's a handoff on the far side. Colson Montgomery takes it. He's able to get the first down and some change across the 50 down to the 48 in Buccaneers territory. So 2 plays that go for 32 yards on the first 2 opportunities for the Sun Devil offense. And they are rolling. I talked to one of the assistant coaches before the game. I said, how is this offense going to look different than in years past for Coach John Anderson? They said, look, the Sun Devils, we used to run a lot of shotgun. We're looking at the RPO now. We want to make defenses think. We want to keep them off balance and really throw the playbook at our offense. Carson Tomapayo, over 2,000 all-purpose yards, 15 touchdowns in 2019. 3 wide receivers spread out wide, man on the move. And it's another wide receiver screen to Jaden Virgin on the far side. Picks up a couple of screen opportunities, breaks a tackle, toes the line, and he's finally taken down at the 20-yard line. 17-yard gain. So the first one went for 19. The second one went for 17 for Jaden Virgin. And the 6'3 junior who plays tight end and wide receiver has this offense rolling from the skill position. It's 1st and 10 from the 18 now. Red zone opportunity, the first of the evening for either team. Shotgun, 3 wide receiver set. And this time it's a handoff from right to left. And it goes for about a yard. Looks like John Paul Fagoni, this 5'9 senior, on the handoff. They have a tandem of wide receivers in the backfield for the Sun Devils. So they switch him in and out. And I'm actually on the near side, and they're all the way on the far side in this dark part of the field. And with gold numbers, it's kind of hard to see. So I'll do my best to keep a lookout here for you folks. 0-0, 7:45 to play here in the first quarter. 2nd and 8. Ball on the 16 in the red zone for the Sun Devils, looking for their first opportunity in the end zone here tonight. Shotgun here for Tomapayo. He has a running back in the motion, and it's to Virgin on the near side. Virgin at the 15, able to swerve away from a tackler, breaks another tackler, and fights his way down to the 5. Finally wrapped up by Logan Lewis, but not before eluding 3 potential tacklers. That is some footwork, ladies and gentlemen. I guarantee you Jaden Virgin plays power forward on the post in basketball, because that is some footwork to be able to move around a guy, keep your balance going straight. I mean, that is impressive, and that will make it 1st and goal from the 5 for the Sun Devils. They've been running this tandem wide receiver set, or tandem running back set, I should say. This time, though, shotgun formation, 4 wide. Virgin on the move. Tomapayo takes the snap. He finds Virgin on the screen pass on the right side. Some room, and Jaden Virgin is in for the Sun Devil touchdown. The first points of the 2021 season come by way of Jaden Virgin's touchdown reception. 6-0. Mount Carmel up over Mission Bay pending the try. 490 days later. That was the last time the Sun Devils played football, and here they are in the end zone finally. And that was a beautiful drive. Only one play didn't go for a first down, and that was on that handoff in the red zone. Other than that, I mean, Jaden Virgin, 4 receptions, all for plus yardage. The kick is up and through, 7-0. 6:59 to go here in the first. And as Mission Bay gets ready to receive the kickoff, we want to thank the LA Chargers. Fans, as champions for football at all levels, the Chargers are proud to support CIF athletics. Learn more about the Chargers' work throughout Southern California at chargers.com/community. Also, East Bay. East Bay is the official athletic retail partner of the CIF and home to all your game day needs. With a wide selection of high-performance athletic apparel and shoes, East Bay will make sure you're ready to dominate the day. Head to eastbay.com today to find your fit. 7-0, 6:59 to go here. First quarter. Mission Bay had 2 first downs in their opening drive, but eventually had to punt at their own 48-yard line. Ball started on the 19 in Mount Carmel territory. They scaled all 81 of those yards to the end zone, and it only took 4.5 minutes. No big plays, short screen passes, and some RPO runs was all that was needed for Coach Anderson and his offense. Kickoff is in the end zone, so it will be a touchback for Mission Bay. Folks, make sure you download the CIF Sports 365 app for Apple and Android to connect with all of your favorite teams with access to schedules, rosters, scores, statistics, and more. Never miss a moment with the CIF Sports 365 app. And actually, you can listen to all of our broadcasts here through the CIF San Diego section and San Diego Prep Insider on that 365 app. So if you can't get to YouTube and you're out and about and you need a more accessible way of listening to these games, make sure you download the CIF Sports 365 app. All right, back on offense. Clash Osborne, perhaps the best first name I've seen in quite some time for a football player. He hands it off, and it goes for about half a yard. Well, they'll give him a full yard on the run. That's Logan Lewis out of the backfield for the Bucs. The Bucs running solely out of the shotgun so far tonight. Now their second drive of the day. 4 spread out wide on both sides of Osborne. And whistles all across the field. A big officiating crew out here tonight under the lights because it is the first game. It is a scrimmage and also COVID-19 protocol. They're trying to work in some extra referees and get them ready to go as we hit the season. There's going to be a lot of reffing going on. I mean, there's going to be a time, as I believe there's a penalty on the defense offsides. So it's going to be 2nd and 4 now. Osborne, blitz comes and he is swallowed up. As soon as he caught that snap, a swarm of Sun Devils collapsed on him in the pocket and he had nowhere to go. So that's going to make it about 3rd and 8, maybe 9 here after the loss on the play. Ball spotted back at the 21-yard line, so negates the penalty. 6:31 and counting to go here in the first quarter. Defense shows blitz again. Osborne with the snap. A pass is completed, and then Jacob Sloan is absolutely lit up at the 26-yard line. So a 5-yard pitch and catch. But Darren Parham says, no, sir, you cannot cross any further, and took him down in man coverage. That's going to be 4th and 3 now for the Bucs, and the punting team will come out. As I mentioned, COVID protocols are going to make things very interesting this year. But the officiating is one thing that is going to be one to watch. A fair catch is called on the punt at the 45 in Sun Devil territory. That fair catch by Amir Adams, the senior wide receiver for the Sun Devils. They'll take possession back with 6:19 to go in the game, or in the first quarter, excuse me. Wow, that'll be a quick game. But there's going to be a time in the upcoming weeks when all rev sports, when all sports, for all intents and purposes, are back in some fashion around the same time, and the section, those officials need to be ready because there's going to be 4 or 5 consecutive days of athletics that need officiating. So tonight starts night 1 of the prep for these officials. It's the first night of prep for us broadcasters, the stadium staff, and the players as well. On the snap, it's a keeper by Tomapayo. He evades a potential tackler, and he's finally fought down at the 41 in opponent territory. That's a 14-yard run on the quarterback keeper. It was actually a play action that he chose to keep. That's the RPO, right? You have your option at receivers. You have your option if you want to hand it off at running back. But instead, if you see that A-gap open, and this offensive line is looking really good so far for the Sun Devils, if they open up that A-gap, you're off to the races, and Tomapayo recognized that. Here on the snap, it's a jet sweep to Virgin. Virgin jukes right, goes left on the near side. Virgin breaking away at the 10. Virgin stiff arms a tackler and is into the end zone for a 41-yard touchdown. Jaden Virgin, second of the evening. And how about that? 13-0 pending the extra point for the Sun Devils. It took all of 3 plays for Coach Anderson and the Sun Devils to get into the end zone. And boy, does this offense look electric on their first 2 drives of the season. Virgin now with 5 receptions through the first quarter. And if you could take a guess on who Carson Tomapayo's favorite wide receiver might be throughout the season, I think that we might have an answer. I know it's early, and I don't want to hyperbolize too much as the extra point is good. The scoreboard says 66-0, but I think that it's supposed to say 14-0. But of course, like I said, we have an amazing scoreboard operator here tonight at Mount Carmel. Just like it's my first broadcast tonight, it's his first scoreboard working. He was actually called up to active duty tonight, and he's doing a fantastic job at the scorer's table here at Mount Carmel High School. 5:46 to go here, first quarter, 14-0. Sun Devils up over at Mission Bay. Thank you so much for tuning in. No matter how you're listening to the game or where you're listening to the game, all of us here at the San Diego section and San Diego Prep Insider appreciate you making us a part of your Friday evening plans. I just got chills saying that, folks, because I've been sitting on my butt for the greater part of a year waiting for this day, and finally it has come, and we all made it together. Amazing job, and we'll talk about this at halftime, don't worry, but hats off to the community of San Diego for sticking together through this really tough period and finding a way to get to the sports season. Kickoff is into the end zone. We have a touchback, Mission Bay football at the 20. We want to thank Epic Wings and Things. Epic Wings and Things has the tastiest wings in town. When you're in the mood for wings, there's only one place to go. Epic Wings and Things, the best wings in town and a proud sponsor of the CIF San Diego section. So we've seen 8 plays from Mission Bay so far, resulting in 2 punts. We've seen 6 plays from Mount Carmel, resulting in 2 touchdowns. Both for Jaden Virgin, 141-yard touchdown and a 5-yard touchdown for the junior tight end. Clash Osborne, the electric junior quarterback, back out there. He actually had a really nice start. 3 straight throws completed for a first down, but the drive stalled thereafter, and the Sun Devil defense has been really getting after him, showing blitz in that 3-4 set. Shotgun formation, Osborne throws it on the near side to Andrew Hutchinson. Hutchinson turns, jukes, and is finally taken down at the 25 by a pair of red jerseys. Leading tackler right there was Abraham Becerra, the 5'8 junior. And that is a gain of about 5, maybe 6 on the play. 2nd and 5. Just under 5 minutes to go here, first quarter. Osborne in the pistol. Hands it off. This one's Lewis. And Logan Lewis takes it for a gain of 3 yards up the middle. Ball's on the right hash. And as I mentioned earlier, I see a couple more viewers, or listeners, I should say, have tuned in. Light crowd, obviously. COVID protocol only allows certain players to allows players to have certain fans in. They basically are guests, so limited capacity, about 100 people here, spread out, socially distant, of course, wearing masks. Out of the shotgun, pitch and catch to the near side. Andrew Hutchinson corrals it at the 32, and once again, taken down at the sideline, but they're saying it is enough for that first down. That'll move the chains for the Bucks. Fourth first down here. Hutchinson with his third catch of the evening. 14-0. Sun Devils lead over the boys from Mission Bay. Shotgun formation for Osborne. Takes the snap and screen pass to Jacob Sloan on the far side. Sloan running left on the far sideline, and he was caught up to and taken down by Dakota Landry, the 5'8" senior defensive back. Gain of about 6 on the play, make it 2nd and 4. Just kidding. Gain about 4 on the play, make it 2nd and 6. My math, this is why I was a journalism major, folks, because my math is bad, right? This is why we have statisticians. We'll call it 2nd and 6. Osborne in the shotgun. Quick pitch and catch. This one's taken by Sloan out to the 42. Just a yard shy of that first down marker. Make it 3rd and 1 now on the 5-yard pitch and catch. So the recognition here from Clash Osborne is that the defensive line is really collapsing, and they're going quickly. So he's really looking, as I believe we're going to have a timeout on the field. Oh, they're actually trying to get the clock started. At 4:43, the clock continues to run. Here we go. So now we're back to play. No timeout. But as I was saying, Clash Osborne, he's trying to get rid of that rock as quickly as possible because the Sun Devils are blitzing, and they're blitzing hard. He's been sacked twice so far tonight. Immediately on the snap, he rolls out right, looking for a receiver downfield, and it's incomplete. Ball is batted away from the waiting hands of Jacob Sloan. Incomplete. It's 4th and 1. Great defense for the Sun Devils. That was Trevor Bananel, junior free safety, standing at 5'7", in coverage in that secondary. So on 4th and 1, we are going to see Coach Tate play a little bit aggressive here, and I like this. Look, it's a scrimmage. You're getting your boys back, building that chemistry, building that continuity. You've had 2 punts so far here in the first quarter. Why not on 4th and 1 take a chance? Now, we haven't seen Osborne under center all night long, and now he is all by himself in the shotgun, 5 wide set. 3 receivers to his right, ball on the left hash. A little stack formation on the 2 receivers to his left. Osborne. Line collapses. Osborne is sacked for a loss, and that is a turnover on downs. That tenacious defensive line getting after it again, and he is sacked for his 3rd time tonight. 3 possessions, 2 punts, and a turnover on downs. And not only that, the Sun Devils get the ball back in their own or in opponent territory. 14-0, 4:20 to go here in the first quarter, and it has been all Sun Devils on the season opener at Sun Devil Stadium. Want to take a moment to thank Nike. Nike is the official footwear, apparel, and uniform provider of the CIF. Nike is proud to support the student athletes of the CIF. Life is a sport. Make it count. And now that sports are back, we can literally, tangibly count out in front of us. Back in the shotgun is Carson Tomapayo. Hands it off out of the RPO. That one going nowhere as it's a loss on the play of about 5 yards. And I just got word it's Tomapayo, so I appreciate that correction from the Sun Devil faithful here. It's going to make it about 2nd and 15, maybe 16 even, for the Sun Devils. Ball at the 45 in Bucks territory. First loss of the day on offense, or of the evening, I should say, as the sun is fully set for the Sun Devils. 2nd and 16, 3:40 and counting here to go in the first quarter. Tomapayo in the shotgun, 1 running back to his right, 2 wide receivers to his left. It's a high snap. He corrals it. And here comes the Bucks defense eating him up in the backfield. Jacob Dominguez and Scotty Ritter recognized the fumble and got right after Tomapayo for a big loss on the sack. It's going to be third and very long. That ball is all the way back at the 46. Line to gain is all the way at the 29 in opponent territory. Clock under 2 minutes and 50 seconds now in the first quarter. 14-0, Sun Devils lead. And that 3-4 spread defense back here trying to get one more stop to give their offense back possession. Shotgun 4 wide spread evenly on both sides of the senior quarterback. Tomapayo with offers from Idaho, Southern Oregon, and Valparaiso. And there will be a penalty on the offense. That'll push the ball back further, and it could be a delay of game. Now, there's no play clock in high school football, but the officials on the field keep an arm count. If that arm count gets too high, then they call a delay of game. So it's going to be even further back. Ball at the 40, back in Sun Devil territory. Line to gain is the 29 in Bucks territory. Do that math for me. Tomapayo out of the shotgun. It's a dump down on the near side. Samir Adams, the senior wide receiver, tiptoes on the near sideline across the 50 before being taken down at the 48. So they got some yardage back, but not nearly enough. The original line of scrimmage was at the 39. And now it's fourth and about, 25. And it will be a punt, though. I can tell you that much for the Sun Devils. On their third drive, it stalls. And we will have a returner in Peyton Mall for the Bucks. 2:30 and counting here. Opening quarter, 14-0, Sun Devils lead. Thank you so much for taking the time to tune into our inaugural Prep Insider CIF San Diego section game of the day. No matter how you're listening or where you're listening, all of us here appreciate you making us a part of your Friday evening plans. Mall lets the ball bounce all the way back to the 5 before picking it up. Now it's a foot race, and he is stuffed at the 12. Not exactly sure what the mindset there was. He was just trying to get a little bit of yardage back, and now Mall is down on the near sideline. And immediately, training staff is coming out to tent him because he is not getting up. So during that injury, and of course, this is a scrimmage. In any game, you want to limit potential injury situations. And some of the biggest injuries happen at this level on returns. There's a reason they're not doing kickoff returns tonight. It's only punt returns. And unfortunately, right now, Peyton Mall is down. But he is being helped up, and he is walking off under his own power. So that is really good to see. Perhaps just precautionary, so he gets a round of applause from the staff. And now he's jogging. So Peyton Mall looking good now as he jogs off the field. We hope he sure is okay after that one. Want to thank E-Team sponsor, the California Interscholastic Federation official crowdfunding partner. E-Team sponsor provides schools with an innovative fundraising platform to engage your entire family via many modes of communication, including social media and email. Help support any and all of your programs you have at your school. E-Team sponsor. All right, ball at through 11. Back in action for the Bucks on offense. Down 14-0. 2:15 to go here in the first quarter. Osborne has 7 complete passes, but only 3 for first downs. Trying to utilize his plethora of wide receiver options. He's in the shotgun wing T formation. It's a handoff to the right side, and after about a yard, play is stopped. Again, from my position, no spotter today. Just looking for numbers out there. And I believe that was Jacob Sloan for the Bucks. So a gain of 1 makes it 2nd and 9. Osborne now lone shotgun. Wide receiver split out evenly on both sides. Takes the snap, 3-step drop. It's a screen pass on the near side. And after the catch by Jacob Sloan, he is just muscled out of bounds. On the push was Luke Seaver, the 5'10 junior for the Sun Devils. That's a gain of about 4 on the pitch and catch. Make it 3rd and about 4. Under $1:30 to play here in the first quarter. 14-0 Sun Devils lead. Bucks back with the ball. The boys from Mission Bay looking to get some sort of continuity on offense here in the opening quarter. Trip wide receiver set on the weak side. Orsborn avoids a sack. Rolls out left. Orsborn looking downfield. Has a receiver, and it's caught at the 28. Out across the 30 before he's taken down. Jonah Priest, his first reception of the evening, just waiting around to make the catch. And that is a first down, the first in 2 drives for Clash Orsborn and this Bucks offense. Moves the chains to the 31-yard line. 1st and 10, under 1:30 to play here in the first. Snap. Screen pass on the far side. Caught by Keller Feltman, his first catch, and he's finally taken down at the 36. 14-0 Sun Devils lead. And that is a 5-yard pitch and catch from Clay Orsborn to Keller Feltman. Shotgun formation here for Orsborn. Ball on the left hash. 4 wide receivers set. Running back to his right. Orsborn takes the snap. Steps up in the pocket, but he is swallowed up. That defensive line is eating dinner tonight, folks. That's their 4th sack of this first quarter. And the liveliness from Coach Anderson's defensive line, their activity. It doesn't look like they've been off for 490 days with the 4 sacks that they have so far tonight. That's going to make it 3rd and 10 now. 5-yard loss on the sack. 15 seconds and counting here in the first quarter. Snap. And a beautiful pitch and catch by Andrew Hutchinson. But he is taken down immediately at the 37. He was wrapped up. He was in the air when he made the catch. And then Noah Reese-Soto, who's playing defensive back in this game for the Sun Devils, in the air, just takes him down. So it'll be 4th and 3 as the first quarter clock comes to an end. 14-0. Sun Devils of Mount Carmel over the Mission Bay Buccaneers. I'm going to step aside for a quick siesta. Back for the second quarter in a moment. You are listening to the Prep Insider CIF San Diego section game of the day right here on YouTube Live. Back here at Sun Devil Stadium, Jonathan Rifkin, delighted to be with you for the call, the first of many over the course of the next few months. We will be having staggered games of the week, boys and girls, across the section. Starting tonight, next week on Friday, we will be at Chula Vista when they host Sweetwater in a fun rivalry down in the South Bay. But we want to thank Gatorade. For the athletes who move the game forward, we're creating the fuel to get you there. Tested in the lab, proven on the field. Gatorade Thirst Quencher, the proven sports fuel Gatorade. Tested in the lab, proven on the field. Thank you, Gatorade, for being a sponsor of the San Diego section. Second quarter is upon us. It's 4th and 3 for the Mission Bay Bucks. They trail 14-0 to the Mount Carmel Sun Devils in that first quarter. Jaden Virgin had 2 touchdown catches of his 5 receptions for the Sun Devils. One went for 41 yards. One went for 5 yards. Talk about a dynamic wide receiver. He can break out in the flat, but he can also burn you in short yardage situations. That's Clash Orsborn back out there for the Bucks. It's a handoff on 4th and 3, and I do not think that Jacob Sloan is going to get there. He did not. It is a loss. Trevor Bananel, the free safety on the blitz, able to hit him for a loss, and that is the second turnover on downs tonight for Coach Greg Tate and the Mission Bay Buccaneers. 2 punts, 2 turnovers on down, and like I've been saying, folks, I mean, this defensive line, they look exuberant for the Sun Devils tonight. They are quick on their feet. They have had a few penalties, but early game jitters, early season jitters, and in a season like this, I think that we can give every single player a pass for a penalty here or two on the offsides, if you will. Some penalties you shouldn't get a pass at all, but if you're running offsides, you're just ecstatic. Tomapayo out of the shotgun, fakes the pass, takes it himself, out across the 20. He's finally taken down at the 20, excuse me. 18-yard quarterback keeper out of the RPO for Carson Tomapayo. That's the second long run he's had out of the pocket. That moves the sticks for a first down, almost a red zone opportunity. Fourth drive for the Sun Devils. 2 touchdowns, a punt, and now a 1st and 10, up 14-0 over the Bucs. Shotgun formation here for the Sun Devil offense. Tomapayo, the wide receiver to his left and 3 on the right, takes the snap. Lobs one into the end zone on a 50-50 ball. Is it caught? No, incomplete. Great man-on-man coverage out there by Brevin Beckerly for the Mission Bay Bucs defensively. Pass was intended for senior wide receiver Amir Adams. Amir Adams, of course, the Chapman commit, replacing Jake Ventimiglia, who was the team's top receiver last season. And that is a mighty task to be part of a wide receiving core that is supposed to be very good this season, but to be the leader, the pinnacle of that. So far, though, Jaden Virgin has emerged as the favorite target for Carson Tomapayo tonight. In the shotgun, it's 2nd and 10. Screen pass near side. This one's caught and taken to the 18 for a gain of 1, maybe 2 on the play. With these gold numbers, it's tough to see if it's a 6 or an 8. I know that Tomapayo is 8, so I assume that's Amir Adams on the catch. Make it 3rd and about 8 here from the 18-yard line for the Sun Devils. 10:40 to play here, second quarter, 14-0. The Sun Devils of Mount Carmel in their red and gold uniforms up over the Mission Bay Bucs in their white and black uniforms. It's a keeper by Tomapayo, and he beats everybody to the spot. He's taken down finally at the 6-yard line, and that's a 1st and goal from the 6 for the Sun Devils. This is a dynamic quarterback in Carson Tomapayo. We've seen a couple of really nice screen passes. We've seen RPO throws up the middle, and we've seen 3 productive quarterback keepers. And if he looks like this in the first night of play, folks, imagine week 3. Week 4, what he's going to look like. I'm excited to see Carson Tomapayo the rest of the way, and you better believe if he keeps this progression up, those offers, Idaho, Southern Oregon, and Valparaiso, they're only going to expand. Takes the snap out of the shotgun, keeps it to the right, breaks a tackle, and he's through to the end zone for a touchdown. Carson Tomapayo with a 6-yard quarterback keeper, and that makes it 20-0. Sun Devils over the Buccaneers with 9:47 to play here in the second quarter. 2 touchdown passes and a quarterback keeper for the Sun Devils, all out of the hands of Carson Tomapayo. Josh Smith, not the former Atlanta Hawk, but the resounding kicker here from Mount Carmel, out to kick the extra point. He's 2 for 2 so far. Hold is down, kick is up, and it's through. 3 for 3 for Smith, 21-0. 9:47 to play here, opening half, second quarter for the Sun Devils. Keep those comments going, guys, by the way. I will try to interact with you. That's the great thing. We are going to innovate the radio broadcasting space, folks, because you can talk to me on the comments, and I can read them, and I can actually respond. So keep the activity and that comments going. Let me know that you're actually paying attention as much as I would love for you to, but I definitely appreciate you making us a part of your Friday night plans. This is the first of many broadcasts over the course of the next few months here in San Diego, and I'm more than delighted and could not be more excited to be a part of the process with you. Before kickoff, we want to thank Sombrero Mexican Food. Sombrero Mexican Food serves delicious, authentic Mexican food at 18 locations. Using fresh, top-quality ingredients and cooking from scratch, Sombrero has become a great San Diego County dining tradition. Thank you to Sombrero Mexican Food for sponsoring the San Diego section. Smith back to kick, and remember, on kickoffs here in the scrimmage, no returns are allowed. Kick is up. It is taken at the 5, and for a moment I thought that they were going to let Andrew Hutchinson return it, but after a couple of steps forward at full force, the officials blow the play dead. So the spot will be at the, I believe it just becomes a touchback right at the 20-yard line. Indeed it is. 9:47 to play here. First half, 21-0. Sun Devils have scored on 3 of their first 4 drives in this one. On the other side for the Bucs, 2 punts and 2 turnovers on downs. Five wide set here on the right hash for Osborne. Takes the quick snap, dumps it off to Jacob Sloan on his right side, and Sloan is eaten up by a trio of Sun Devils out across the 22, rather the 25 at the 26. Gain of 6 yards on the reception for Sloan makes it 2nd and 4. Clock continues to roll here. And I believe they're calling a holding call on the offense. That's the first flag we've seen tonight on Mission Bay. So that'll bring the ball all the way back on the loss to the 14-yard line. Line to gain is at the 30. Osborne from the shotgun, wide receiver screen. Pass is caught on the far side by Peyton Mall. Mall jumps over a Sun Devil tackler before running out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Gain of about 10 on the play will make it 3rd and 7. Very meticulous offense for Greg Tate. They've only run the ball twice. Once on a 4th down, and then once on a 2nd and long. Other than that, they have let their junior quarterback let her rip, but only one pass that was attempted for greater than 10 yards. Osborne, though, looking up the field, and this one's off the fingertips of Peyton Mall on that right hash. And that'll make it 4th and 7 now. Ball at the 21-yard line in Bucs territory. So I believe we will see the punt unit. About 9 minutes to play here. Second quarter, 21-0. Sun Devils up over the Bucs, and the sun is fully set. How happy are we that this Sunday is daylight savings time, folks? We lose an hour of sleep, but we gain an hour of sunlight. And with football season back, I couldn't be happier. Watching the sunset from a high school football stadium in spring, life can't get much better than that. Smith to punt. Back to receive is Hunter Ledesma. And he'll let that one dribble out of play close to the 45-yard line in Sun Devil territory, where Carson Tomapayo, who just had a running touchdown out of the quarterback spot, will take the field for his offense's 5th opportunity. Want to take an opportunity to thank the Marines. Our nation's battles are not fought on the sidelines. They are won by the Marines. Earning the title Marine will instill a sense of accomplishment within you greater than most will ever know. To learn more about the opportunities available in the Marine Corps, go to www.marines.com. Tomapayo in the huddle. The Sun Devils in their red and gold uniforms clap their hands and get to their respective positions offensively. Ball in the 45 in their own territory. Shotgun set, 3 receivers out wide. It's a handoff this time, though, to Luke Seaver. And he takes it for about 6 yards, maybe 7, across into opponent territory at the 48-yard line. Make it second and 3 now, excuse me, on the short run. And we haven't seen a lot of those. We've seen quarterback keepers tonight for the Sun Devils, but have not seen a lot of handoffs, only the third so far tonight. Got a shout out in the chat. Coach Perez, head track coach at Mission Bay. Good hearing the young men I coach getting to play a game that we all love. Coach Perez, I'm with you, man. And thank you for all that you do for the Mission Bay track and field community. Another handoff, this time out of the shotgun, is taken out across the 45 for the Sun Devils. And it's just shy of that first down marker. It'll make it 3rd and 1. (21-0), 7:50 and counting playing here in the second quarter. Halftime will only be 10 minutes instead of the usual 15, as it is a scrimmage. So we'll be able to get back to action really soon after halftime here. Offset I formation now for Tomapayo. Play action, picks up a block, rolls left, has a receiver out in the open. It's Amir Adams. Adams at the 20. It's a foot race. Adams is finally pushed out close to the 10. 36-yard reception for Amir Adams. And back in the red zone go the Sun Devils. This is a place where they belong for their third time today. And as I mentioned, Amir Adams looking to take the helm of the receiving corps this year. His third reception of the day, and that was by far the longest at 36 yards. Jaden Virgin, though, the junior tight end with the 2 touchdowns. One for 19 yards, one for 5. Offset I once again for Tomapayo. Out in motion goes his running back, and it's a flip out to him. Ball is bobbled, and they're calling it incomplete. Jaden Virgin was on the move from the snap. They dumped it out to him in the flat. As soon as he made contact with the ball, he was met by Keller Feltman, one of the defensive backs here for the Bucs, but they're saying that Virgin did not have possession and that it's an incomplete pass. 2nd and 10 from the 11 here for the Sun Devils. And we have a Buccaneer down on the near side. It's Peyton Mall. That's the second time we've seen Mall take a knee. And the trainers, it looks like he's cramping up as they are stretching that left leg. Hope it's nothing serious. And while they tend to him, it's time to thank Aventis Health. Aventis Health congratulates all CIF student athletes, their schools, and supporting communities for their achievements. Your strength inspires us to do more than practice medicine. You inspire us to transform lives. Aventis Health, the official healthcare partner of the CIF, together inspired. And of course, during a year like no other, we want to thank all of our healthcare workers, all of our safety individuals for remaining resilient and helping us get through what has been the most arduous year of many of our lives. And for these student athletes, what a sigh of relief. And what a boost to the mental fortitude to be back on the field. And I know we're calling a football game, but for everybody, right, everybody in all sports to just be back at their respective passions, right? These guys are doing it because they love it. No other reason than that. Men and women at this level of the game. And my hat's off to them for fighting through a year like no other and getting back to playing. All right, out of the injury timeout, 2nd and 10. Handoff here. Out across the 6 was John Paul Fagoni. 7 minutes and counting here. That'll make it 3rd. For all intents and purposes, it's 3rd and goal. It's really 3rd and 4 from the 5. The 1 yard line is the line to gain, but you got to think that they're going for the end zone here. 6:50 and counting here on the clock. 21-0. Sun Devils lead. G. Paul, I saw your question. Does Mount Carmel have freshmen and JV team? I know for sure they have a JV team. I believe the freshmen did play yesterday as well. On 3rd and 4, it's a handoff. And John Paul Fagoni runs left and is taken down about a yard short of the line to gain. That'll make it 4th and about 1. I was just just informed, I should say, that there are 2 teams this year for Mount Carmel, not 3. So just a JV and a varsity team for the Sun Devils. Special thanks to our friends here in the press box for making sure you can get all of your questions answered. My questions answered. 4th and 1 from the 1. And we're waiting for the offense here to take. They're actually going to bring out the chain gang. First chain gang sighting of the 2021 season. I'm going to keep track because this is a momentous event, right? The chain gang. I believe that the chain gang is the most undervalued personnel in all of football, right? We never really think about the folks moving the chains, and they finally get a spot at center stage here when they run out onto the field to measure the spot of the football and where it compares to the line to gain. So the chain gang back out there. Hats off to the chain gang. And it looks like that football, and this is about as far away as I could be from the football right now, but in my unprofessional opinion, it does look like it's about a fingernail short. We'll wait for the official call by the man in the white hat. Indeed it is. So the chain gang comes out and does their due diligence. And it looks like it's going to be a 4th down play here for Coach Anderson and the Sun Devils. Oh, they're doing a secondary measurement. They brought the ball to the hash, and now they're measuring it again. They are really, this is like as far as you can go without having a replay review in high school sports. Okay, call is confirmed. 4th and 1 from the 1-yard line for the Sun Devil offense, and they are back under center from the shotgun. Carson Tomapayo leads his team up 21-0, 6:26 to go in the first half. 4 wide receivers, 2 to his right, 2 to his left. Ball on that left hash mark. The defense all bunched up ready to try and play spoil. This is a defensive line stand. This is where the mental toughness of your defensive line is tested. Player on the move, and a flag is thrown as Tomapayo is in the end zone, and they are going to call a false start on the Sun Devil offense. Jaden Virgin went into motion. They're saying that the ball was snapped at an inopportune time. That'll make it 4th and 6 now from the 7 for the Sun Devil offense. Chris Weedman says, everybody remember the chain gang. Yeah, remember the chain gang. For those of you who don't know, the chain gang are the personnel who move the chains on the sidelines during the football game. The most undervalued personnel in the sport of football. We're going to give them all the love here on the broadcast. 4th and 6 from the 7. 7 yards to touchdown. Virgin in motion. Snap. Tomapayo finds a receiver in the end zone, and it's caught for a touchdown. Luke Sevier, the 5'10 junior, out of the slot with his first reception and first touchdown of the evening on the 7-yard pitch and catch. 27-0. Sun Devils up over the Bucks, pending the extra point. Josh Smith back out there to boot it up. By the way, the holder is Matthew Viena. Extra point is up and through. 28-0. 5:49 to play here in the second quarter. And it has been all Sun Devils. They've had 5 drives, 4 touchdowns, and a punt. That was 4th and 6, folks. That was a gutsy call by Coach Anderson, but you can show, look, it's early in the season. It's been 490 days since these folks played football. Why not lay it all out there, build up the confidence? And Carson Tomapayo, you could tell he's been working out in the offseason because he looks absolutely fantastic tonight for the Sun Devils. On the other side for the Bucks, look, they've been playing really well, actually, right? For all of the circumstances surrounding this game, new head coach in Greg Tate, his first ever head coaching gig for this team. a junior quarterback who's coming off a fantastic sophomore season but got disrupted due to coronavirus, and a new core of players. There have been a lot of really solid signs for the Bucs here tonight, and this is a season of development. This is almost like a spring football season to develop the preseason for the fall football season next year. So take this season with a grain of salt. Look at the positives. That's what we're about here. Good vibes on the broadcast. And for the Bucs right now, yeah, they're down 28-0, but I have a feeling we're going to see them in the end zone before the night's over. Josh Smith back to boot this one away on the ensuing kickoff. And it drops at the 10, dribbles all the way back to the 4, and whistles blow as the ball is dead. No return on the kickoffs here, as I said, in the scrimmage. Folks, we want to thank our sponsors, the Kukulski Brothers. Get your official CIF San Diego Section Championship gear from the Kukulski Brothers at all of this year's championship events. Shirts, sweats, sweatshirts, shirts, sweats, and sweatshirts. That's funny. And much more are available. Big thanks to the Kukulski Brothers, an official sponsor of the CIF San Diego section. 28-0, 5:49 to go here first half, in the first evening of football here on a beautiful spring night in Mount Carmel. Clash Orsborn back out there, out of the shotgun. In motion goes Peyton Mall. Orsborn fakes right, throws left, but the ball is batted down. Abraham Becerra, 5'8" junior defensive tackle, gets a paw on that one. 2nd and 10 from the 20 for the Bucs. Clash Orsborn in his second year at the helm as the quarterback for the Bucs. As a sophomore in 2019, Orsborn had 2,005 passing yards and 22 touchdowns. Takes the snap out of the shotgun, finds a man up the middle, but it looks like it was incomplete out across the 26. Pass was intended for Jacob Sloan. Nope, they're saying it was caught. So Sloan able to corral that ball before hitting the ground to make it 3rd and about 4 on the 6-yard reception. But Orsborn known as much for his quarterback play as he is for his leadership. More on that here in a moment. In the shotgun, 3 wide receivers to his left. Orsborn takes a snap, goes deep downfield, has a receiver open, and it is caught out across the 40. Andrew Hutchinson with a beautiful catch and man-on-man coverage. And that is the biggest play from scrimmage today for the Buccaneers. Goes for 27 yards, and that moves the chains deep. Just the second time tonight on 6 tries, the Buccaneers have found their way into Sun Devils territory. And just as I was singing the praises of Clash Orsborn, he makes me look good with a beautiful pass down the right hash. 1st and 10 from the 39. Man in motion, Orsborn in the shotgun. He's going to keep it as the line collapses, and he is taken down back near the line of scrimmage. They may give him a yard on the forward progress they do. So it'll be 2nd and 9 here from the 38 for the Buccaneers offense. But as I mentioned, Orsborn, he took the helm as quarterback during that very unfortunate summer when head coach Dane Roman passed away, an untimely death for the head coach of the Buccaneers. And of course, my heart goes out to the entire Mission Bay community for that, as after this handoff, absolutely eaten alive is Ethan Silber in the backfield by a pair of Sun Devils for a loss of 3 on the play. That'll make it 3rd and 11. But during that time of mourning, Clash Orsborn, he stepped up to the plate. As a sophomore, he took leadership of his team and led the Bucs to a 6-7 season and a really admirable playoff run back in 2019. Of course, as the 6th seed, they went on to lose in the quarterfinal, or in the semifinal, I should say, to Castle Park. Orsborn out the shotgun, 3-step drop, has the receiver out across the 45 to the 30. And Andrew Hutchinson is taken down at the 31. And he'll be about a yard shy of that first down. It'll be 4th and 1. Hutchinson with back-to-back catches now. Clash, one of my favorite first names I've been calling football now for 6 years, and somehow Clash is one of the best names I've seen. Out of the shotgun, Osborne dumps it off to Jacob Sloan on the far side. Does he have enough for the first down on 4th and 3? No, he does not. And that is the third turnover on downs tonight. For the Bucs offense, they had a beautiful play to get the ball into opponent territory, but the drive stalls thereafter. They go 3 and out. And the Sun Devil offense jogging back out there. Ball on the 31 in their own territory, 3:11 to go here in the first half, 28-0. And I believe, now this is scrimmage rules, so I'll have to check at halftime, but I believe that the rules in the CIF are if you're up by 35 after the third quarter, there's a running clock throughout the fourth. Now, again, I'll double check that with our booth here during the half and get back to you on that. So we're getting confirmation it's a rule. We'll see if they play it during the scrimmage. 28-0. Sun Devils lead, 3:11 to go here in the half. It's a handoff running left to right. Out across the 30 to the 33 goes Colson Montgomery, the 5'8 sophomore. Flags are thrown, though, after the play. Could be a late hit on the Bucs. 4 penalties so far for the Sun Devils. Only 1 for the Mission Bay Buccaneers. On the tackle was Quinton Randall for the team in white and black. Waiting on the official call here from our head referee. Indeed, personal foul. Oh, no, they're calling it on both teams. A personal foul on the offense and the defense. That offsets the flag. So it'll go down as a 2, maybe 3-yard run. Second and about 7 here. Maybe 6 for the Sun Devil offense. Shotgun formation, 2 running backs on both sides of Tomapayo. He hands it off. No, he keeps it on the RPO option and takes it to the 35. It's actually Caden Gent, 5'10 junior backup quarterback. And, of course, it being a scrimmage, getting some reps for the second unit here for Coach Anderson, up 28-0, 2:30 to go in the second quarter. Gent back out there in the shotgun. As an extra blocker, 2 wide receivers to his left, ball on the right hash. Gent with the snap. The southpaw quarterback looks left, has a receiver, but as soon as it's caught, he's dropped for a loss of 2 on the play. Ian Lozano with the catch, but was immediately met by Jacob Sloan on the tackle. That'll make it 4th and 8 for the Sun Devils. (28-0) under 1:45 to go, and on 4th and 8, Josh Smith on double duty tonight for the Sun Devils, kicking and punting the football out to boot this one away. Peyton Mall back to receive for the Bucs. During this time, I want to thank the CCPOA, the California Correctional Peace Officers Association, is a CIF statewide contributing partner with 30,000 members, and their families contributing to a brighter today and tomorrow for California student athletes. Mall fair catches the punt back at the 21, and that's where the Bucs will retake possession of the football with 1:04 to go here in the first half. They trail 28-0 and are looking to get some continuity offensively. They had some signs of life here early. In the opening 2 possessions of play, they were able to move the ball pretty effectively, but the drive stalled out after 2 fourth down failed to convert on 4th downs for all intents and purposes. Turnovers on downs. They had a really nice 27-yard play last drive, but again resulted in a punt thereafter. So a lot of signs of life from the Buccaneers offense. The defense has really stepped up over the last few drives. We just saw another 3-and-out forced against that Sun Devil offense, up 28-0. But now Clash Osborne back out there trying to make some magic happen at the quarterback position. Takes a snap out of the shotgun. Wobbly pass, but it's caught out across the 35 on the comeback route, and that's Andrew Hutchinson. Out at the 36-yard line for a 14-yard reception, his third reception tonight for the Buccaneers. Clock continuing to run now, under 55 seconds to play in the here in the half. Shotgun formation for Osborne. Defense, 4 rushers. Steps up into the pocket. Another reception to Hutchinson out across the 45, rather the 43. And he's pushed out thereafter by Landon Sciotto for Mount Carmel. They get 2nd and 2 now for the Buccaneers. In the shotgun, Osborne, 3-step drop. Pocket collapses, running left, looking for a receiver, and he fumbles the ball. The whistles are blown. They blow the play dead as soon as he was hit. Now, here's the thing, because we just saw a fumble return for a touchdown for the Sun Devils, and that should be a fumble return for a touchdown for the Sun Devils, but because the side judge blew the play dead as soon as Osborne received contact, they might have to rule that play down, even though that was a fumble for a touchdown. And no, they will say that that is a sack. The 5th time Osborne has been swallowed up in the backfield. And it's going to be 3rd and about 12 now. Ball back at the 44 in Buccaneers territory. 40 seconds to go in the half. Shotgun formation, trips on the strong side for Osborne. Looking left after the snap. Lobs one downfield. Nobody, though, in the vicinity of that one. Ball drops in no man's land. 4th and 12. 32 seconds is where the clock stops. The highlights so far, 3 touchdown passes for Carson Tomapayo and one running touchdown as well on the keeper from 1st and goal. Jaden Virgin had 2 touchdowns in that first quarter for the Sun Devils as well. So on 4th and 12, the punt unit out there for the offense in the Bucks, and they boot this one away. Fair catch is signaled at the 30. It's a fumble by Hunter Ledesma. Are they saying it's recovered by the Bucks? That's the question, because it looks like he dropped on that ball. Now the Bucks are saying they have it. But do the officials think that they have it? Now remember, this is a scrimmage, and the officials are getting their feet as wet as the teams are. So this might be a lengthier conversation. They want to make sure that they don't mess it up. With 28 seconds to go, this would be a big call for the Bucks. Give them some momentum offensively if they do indeed award them the fumbled football. And they are giving it to the Mission Bay Buccaneers. Hunter Ledesma fumbled the punt on the fair catch, and the Buccaneers retain possession of the football here with 28 seconds to go on the Sun Devil 32-yard line, trailing 28-0 here in the first half. Clash Osborne back out there. And after a pep talk by head coach Greg Tate, the rest of the offense joins him. Out of the shotgun, 4 receivers set, split out evenly, ball in the middle of the field on your dial. I guess you're not really listening on the radio, but if you were, they're going from right to left. Osborne out of the shotgun. Picks up a block, looks right, has a receiver. It's caught by Hutchinson out across the 22-yard line. He's immediately tackled. By Noah Ruiz Soto for the Sun Devils. And with 11 seconds left, timeout, Coach Greg Tate and the Bucks. It'll be 2nd and about 3 out of this timeout. We're going to step aside for a quick break. 11 seconds to go here in the second quarter, 28-0. The Sun Devils lead the Buccaneers. Back for the finale of this first half. In a moment, you are listening to the Prep Insider CIF San Diego section game of the day. Back in a moment. And after the quick timeout, 11 seconds to go, and the Mission Bay Bucks back on offense, down 28-0. They have a 2nd and 3. Osborne out of the shotgun. Lobs a 50-50 ball into the end zone, and it's off the fingertips of Andrew Hutchinson, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 3 with 5 seconds to go here in the first half. No touchdowns for the Bucs so far here in the first half, and just their second trip in opponent territory as well. As close to the red zone as they have been all evening long. Appreciate the nice comment, G. Paul. Thank you for tuning in. 5 seconds to go. 3rd and 3, Osborne out of the shotgun, pass up the middle, and he had a receiver open. It's Peyton Mall, but he fumbles the football. It drops incomplete, and with 1 second left, it's 4th and 3. Now does Coach Tate trust his special teams unit to go out and try and kick this one through? This would be pretty tough field goal, 41 yards. So instead, he elects to go for it with 1 second left in the half. The Bucs trail the Sun Devils 28-0. Osborne out of the shotgun, and he throws an interception on the far side at the 10. It's picked off. Running to the near side at the 50. Showing his wheels is Amir Adams, and he is finally taken down at the 15, and that's how the first half ends. Amir Adams with the first interception of the season for the Sun Devils on the first game of the season to end the first half of the season. And that's a pretty emphatic way to end the opening half of the 2021 season. 28-0. The Mount Carmel Sun Devils lead the Mission Bay Buccaneers. 2 touchdown catches for Jaden Virgin, a touchdown catch for Amir Adams, and Carson Tomapayo, the senior quarterback, with a touchdown run of his own. 28-0. The Buccaneers trail the Sun Devils. We'll be back in about 6 minutes to get you ready for the second half of play. You are listening to Prep Insider CIF San Diego section game of the day. Back for the second half in a couple of minutes. Second half just upon us. Welcome back, everybody, to Sun Devils Stadium on the campus of Mount Carmel High School. Jonathan Rifkin back with you. The Sun Devils up 28-0. About 4 minutes to go here until the second half. Want to give a couple of shout-outs on the broadcast. Coach Perez, of course, one of the track and field coaches, doing a phenomenal job out of the Mission Bay Buccaneers program. Also to Desiree and Anna, who are listening to the game. We appreciate you guys making us a part of your Friday evening plans. Want to thank all of our sponsors here at the San Diego section. Remember to share photos on social media by tagging at CIF San Diego section on Twitter, Instagram, or Snapchat, or sharing on Facebook. And, of course, our great sponsors at Mission Federal Credit Union. Mission Federal Credit Union is a proud partner with the CIF San Diego section. Mission Fed Credit Union is the San Diego's area's largest member-owned non-for-profit full-service financial institution exclusively serving the San Diego County. Banking at Mission Fed means doing good for San Diego by putting money back into the communities of San Diego through supporting and helping hundreds of local nonprofit organizations. Also, Scorebook Live. Scorebook Live is the official digital content partner of the CIF and your destination for following all of your favorite teams and players. Head to scorebooklive.com for scores, live play-by-play, and more. 28-0. Sun Devils up over the Mission Bay Buccaneers. And, of course, both these schools, some pretty famous alumni. Now, when I was doing my research, I thought about opening up the broadcast with this, but I didn't know how applicable it would have been for a high school football game. But ironically, Mount Carmel actually can lay claim to Adam Lambert being one of their famous alumni. Of course, Season 8 American Idol runner-up, has some great songs. I'm not going to even attempt to sing because we have a good listenership right now on the broadcast, and I do not want to drive all of you away with my less than subpar singing voice. But on the other side for Mission Bay, they got Frank Zappa. How about that? Frank Zappa, of course, Smoke on the Water. Now, you don't have to be a great singer to be able to use the baritone and Smoke on the Water, but I'll spare all of you with that one. So Frank Zappa versus Adam Lambert here tonight. Of course, some football alumni as well for Mission Bay. Arian Foster, resounding running back for the Texans for a while. I think he ended up being on the Dolphins to end his career, of course. Tough injuries, but a really fun running back at his peak out of Mission Bay. Billy Bean is from Mount Carmel, the vice president and minority owner of the Oakland A's. Of course, Moneyball was centered around Bean and his leadership within that front office. Of course, another football alumnus here from Mount Carmel is Duke Preston of the Dallas Cowboys. So both these teams sporting pretty well-known alumni from their respective schools. Looking ahead at the schedule for Mission Bay, they host Crawford next week at 7 o'clock. Then they're at Coronado. Coach Smith building a fun football team down there in the South Bay. At La Jolla, at Hoover, and then they finish off the season on the 16th of April at home against Christian. On the other side from Mount Carmel, they host Poway next week. Then they're at Vista, home against Rancho Bernardo. That's going to be a fantastic game here at Sun Devil Stadium before capping off the season with two road games at Del Norte and at Westview. 40 seconds to go here at halftime before we get back to the field of play. I'm going to step aside for our last break of the half. Second half action after this. You are listening to the Prep Insider CIF San Diego section game of the day from Sun Devil Stadium. Both teams getting set to take the field for the second half of play. Welcome back to Sun Devil Stadium, everybody. Jonathan Rifkin with you for the call. Make sure to follow all of our social media accounts. Of course, the San Diego section, San Diego Prep Insider. You can find me on Twitter as well, at Jonathan Rifkin. Want to get in touch with the broadcast? Feel free to comment away, as I've seen many of you doing. Keep those comments going. I'll do my best if you have questions to get to them throughout the broadcast. This is the first of what will be a very fun season of live broadcasting, an initiative that the San Diego section and San Diego Prep Insider have put together. Make sure you download the CIF Sports 365 app for Apple and Android to connect with all of your favorite teams. But not only that, that's where you'll be able to also listen to our broadcast on the go. Yes, you can go to YouTube. Yes, you can go to the section website. All of that is accessible, but you can also get the 365 app, the official app for the CIF, and you can access our live broadcasts as well. Make sure to stay updated on social media for the upcoming scheduled broadcast. Don't know where I'm going to be throughout next week. I'm going to do more than just Friday. Next Friday, we'll be at Chula Vista when they take on Sweetwater. Very excited for that one between two historic teams in a rivalry down in the South Bay. But right now, we got a fun one of action on the field in Mount Carmel, 28-0. And it is 50 degrees out. Everybody says, oh, spring football, you don't have to worry about the rain, but you still got to worry about the cold. And here on the coast, you get that coastal breeze coming in, and it feels like 45 down there on the field. So these guys getting some extra reps in, warming up on the field. And let's talk about some of the performers here, because this is a scrimmage, but I want to keep you all on track. Who to pay attention to for both these teams. So far, obviously, the quarterback play. I've been very impressed with Carson Tomapayo, right? First half, 2 touchdown passes to Jaden Virgin in the first quarter, touchdown pass to Amir Adams in the second quarter, had a quarterback keeper as well where he ran it in. But what I've been really impressed with was his patience, right? They're running an RPO, and oftentimes with young quarterbacks, he is a senior, but first year in a new system. With RPOs, you can see young quarterbacks get a little antsy. They get ahead of themselves because they try to anticipate what the defense is going to do before they go through their progression. So they try to beforehand make the assumption of whether they're going to run, hand it off, or pass. Now, what Tomapayo has done, he's shown patience. He's waited to adjust based on what the defense shows him and makes his decision then. And so far, it's worked. As I mentioned, he has that rushing touchdown. He has 3 really nice quarterback keepers as well. So I've been very impressed with his patience and his eye up the field so far here tonight. On the other side, Andrew Hutchinson emerging as the number 1 option for Clash Osborne for Mission Bay football. And Hutchinson, he's been in single man-on-man coverage alone most of the time on the far side of the field. He's been either the first or second read for Osborne, but he's always found a way to get open. He does have a drop, but overall, the separation is there, and he's also had a 28-yard reception downfield, out in the middle of the field in man-on-man coverage. So Andrew Hutchinson so far is my first half performer for the Buccaneers. On the other side for the Sun Devils, it's Carson Tomapayo, but the dynamic offense for the Sun Devils all over this one. 28-0 is the score. As the Sun Devils are up. A lot of action for Peyton Mall as well, number 8 for Mission Bay. He's been dynamic as a wide receiver out of the jet sweep. They've been using him to return punts as well. Cramped up a few times there in the first half, but happy to say that he is okay. And finally, after some extra warm-up reps to keep these guys loose and limber, we are back to football. 12 minutes on the clock. Third quarter, 28-0. Sun Devils up. Sun Devils in the red and gold uniforms. Mission Bay Bucks in their white and black uniforms with that light yellow outline. Sun Devils sort of like the inverted Arizona State red and golds, if you will. Gold numbers, red uniforms. And under the bright lights here at Sun Devil Stadium, a crowd of about 100, socially distant. Great job by everybody. Keeping everything safe, but also somewhat normal. I mean, that's the thing, right? How can you execute this season with a sense of normalcy? And that's been sort of the contest here over the last few months. And what an effort by the San Diego community, coaches, players, different community members, assemblymen and women, politicians at every level of the state. But the movement here in San Diego to bring about the conversation and getting the state on board with high school sports, I mean, that was just so admirable to watch. And now we're finally feeling the benefit of that, right? Sports is back. Cross country has been back for a little while. Field hockey has been back for a couple of weeks as well. Now we're seeing women's volleyball and football and soccer take the field. And it really makes me happy to be part of a community here in San Diego that cares not only so much about the sports, but about the people that play them, the coaches, the players, the personnel. Every single person that makes this thing happen showed a level of unity over the last few months that is just unbelievable. My hat's off to the San Diego community. All right, San Diego, the Sun Devils prepared to receive the second half kickoff. Jacob Sloan will boot this one away for the Bucks. Now remember, you cannot return here in the scrimmage the kickoff, so no matter what, when that ball is touched, it is a touchback. So it is recovered at the 19-yard line for the Sun Devils, but they will retain possession offensively at the 20-yard line as if it were a touchback. Cheerleaders staying active here for the Sun Devils. And we'll see if it's Caden Gent or Carson Tomapayo at quarterback for the Sun Devils. Looks like Gent, the backup, is back in there. This being a scrimmage, the Sun Devils up 28-0, giving some reps to the second team here. Opening play, second half underway from the 20 in the shotgun. It's a handoff from right to left. And John Paul Fagoni able to muscle his way out across the 30, down at the 34 for a gain of 14 and a first down. The second rushing first down of the day for Mount Carmel. They've really been active throwing the football. Gent quickly trots down to the near sideline, converses with John Anderson, the head coach, in his 10th season with this team, before relaying the instructions back to his offense. And Gent in the shotgun, 4 wide receiver set. 3 to his right, 1 to his left. Running back next to him, Paul Fagoni. Out of the shotgun, takes the snap. It's a handoff. Fagoni finds a hole, muscles his way down to the 38-yard line before being tackled by Antonio Douglas. Give him a gain of about 5 on the play. So the RPO has turned to the rushing attack out of the shotgun for the Sun Devils offensively here to open up the second half. And it's tough to run out of the shotgun because your point of reference to the A-gap is a couple of feet back than it would be if you were running out from under center. But that's how the RPO works. Gent with snap. It's another handoff. And this time, the Buccaneers defense is all over it. Drop for a loss on the play. Loss of 3 on the rush by Fagoni. That'll make it 3rd and long here for the offense. Call it 3rd and 8. Matthew Viena, the senior wide receiver, trotting onto the field, getting a couple of snaps with this second unit. Getting back out there, relaying the play to his offense. 28-0, 10-15 and counting here. Second half in the third quarter for the Sun Devils. Shotgun formation for wide receivers, spread out evenly on both sides of Gent. Takes the snap. The southpaw with a 3-step drop up the middle. And that ball is a line drive over the head of everybody into no man's land in the secondary. Incomplete. 4th and 8. Gent is now 1 for 3 on the evening. on pass attempts. And out trots the special teams unit. Peyton Mall will be back to receive the punt. Josh Smith out there, the punt for the Sun Devils. So the first drive of the second half, a defensive stand for the Buccaneers, and they forced the first 3 and out of the game for the Sun Devils. 9:59 on the clock. Smith ready to boot this one away. Mall back at the 30-yard line. Punt is up, loses steam close to the 40 and takes a Buccaneers bounce before the Sun Devils allow it to roll a little bit further. Back to the 38-yard line. Not a terrible punt there, but the Bucs in favorable field position to begin their first second half drive. .9:48 to play here. Second quarter, 20-0. The Buccaneers back on offense. Clash Osborne, the junior phenom, warming up his cannon before trotting back on the field to lead this offense on the drive. Had a couple of really good looks back in that first half. Longest play went for 27 yards up the field to Andrew Hutchinson. But since then, nothing doing for the offense. They've had 2 turnovers on downs and 3 punts, as well as an interception to end the half. Osborne takes the snaps, he hands it off. This is Ethan Silber running from left to right, out across the 40. He's taken down at the 42, maybe the 43. For a short gain on the play, a run of about 4, maybe 5. Make it second and short. Not a lot of run plays on either side, but now it's about progression and getting your players reps here in the second half of the scrimmage. So I assume we're going to see a little bit more of mix and match offensively. Osborne out of the shotgun, finds Mall out about 5 yards on the pitch and catch. Mall extends out across the 47, taken down at the 48. And they're saying, ooh, are we going to see the chain gang again? That is really close to a first down. I mean, he is on the first down line, and I think they are calling it indeed a first down. So 1st and 10, a handoff. This one to Silber, and Silber also his way to the 50 for a gain of 2 on the play. The chain gang was not set for that handoff. Again, this being a scrimmage, the first night of the season, everybody just getting their continuity ready. It's a long season. I know we're only looking at 4, 5, maybe 6 games for some of these programs, but you take it night by night. In the shotgun is Osborne. 2nd and 8. Ball at the 48. As a receiver up the middle, it's caught for 4, maybe 5 yards on the play. Jacob Sloan out of the slot with the reception into opposing territory on the 48. So a 4-yard catch makes it 3rd and 6. Under 8 minutes to play here, third quarter, 28-0, Sun Devils lead. Mission Bay on offense, shotgun formation, ball in the middle of the field, 4 wide on both sides. It's a handoff. Ethan Silber takes it up to the 45 before he's taken down by a pair of red jerseys. Give him 2 yards on the run. It's going to be 4th and 4 now for the offense. And I assume this is 4-down territory for Coach Tate in his first season at the helm of the Buccaneers. Osborne on 4th and 4, out of the shotgun, trips on the weak side, takes the snap, looks right, fades left. He's wrapped up in the backfield, but he's able to elude the sack, find a receiver out on the far side, out across the 40, goes Jacob Sloan, and that's enough for the first down. Great play by Clash Osborne to evade a sack. He had a hand on his shoulder by a Sun Devil defensive lineman and still was able to create enough space to set himself, get off the pass, find Jacob Sloan, and move the chains for a first down. The resilience for the junior quarterback right there on display. 7 minutes and counting here in the third quarter. Osborne, after the 4th down conversion, gets absolutely lit up in the backfield. Wow, what a sack. Darren Parham, the 6'1", 170-pound junior, turned on the nitrous jets and absolutely slammed Osborne down for a big loss on the sack. That's the 6th sack Clash Osborne has had to absorb here tonight. And both teams are going to their respective sidelines. Is there a timeout? The clock is still running. So I guess we're going to have a timeout. The officials are discussing something. And the marker hasn't moved, by the way. The marker has not moved. So now they're moving it. Okay, good. So everybody is back in the right spot. So that is a loss of about 8 on the play. That defensive line tonight has been pressuring Osborne, and I'm not sure if it's a testament to the developing offensive line for the Bucs or just the tenacity of the Sun Devils front seven, because they are pressuring him almost every single time. And now we are going to see a backup quarterback in. Ethan Silber in the shotgun for Osborne. We hope he's okay. Silber moving from wide receiver to quarterback. He hands it off. This one goes to Logan Lewis. Lewis runs it up for a gain of 1 on the play. They get 3rd and 14 now. Ball at the 46. So after that sack, Osborne goes to the sideline. Charles Gonzalez now in at running back. And Ethan Silber moved into the quarterback spot from wide receiver in the shotgun. 3rd and 14. Steps up, throws up the middle. He's hit as he throws, and that ball falls incomplete. Again, pressure from the Mount Carmel defense, forcing another incompletion out of the quarterback spot for the Mission Bay Buccaneers. 4th and 14, 5:45 here in the third quarter is where the clock stops, 28-0. Sun Devils lead, and the punting unit back out there for the Mission Bay Bucs. Amir Adams back to return here for the Sun Devils. Boot is up, out near the 45, loses steam at the 20. Adams calls fair catch, he fumbles it. Do the Buccaneers have it? It looks like they do. And we're waiting for official confirmation. No, actually, I think Amir Adams was able to get on top of it. So that would have been the second time the Bucs recovered a fumble on the punt return, but this time, though, Adams is able to corral it, and we'll see Caden Gent, the backup quarterback, back in the game. Carson Tomapayo had a great first half, was taken out about 4 minutes in to that second quarter after 3 touchdown passes and a touchdown run. Sun Devils up 28-0. So the junior quarterback, Caden Gent, leading his third drive. The southpaw lines up at the helm of the offset I. 3 wide receivers and an extra blocker to his right. And Gent hands it off. Gain of about 4 on the run to John Paul Figoni. Clock continues to roll on here. 5:20 to go here in the third quarter. Thank you so much for taking time to spend with us here on the Friday evening, the first Friday evening of the football season in California. 49 other states were underway or have concluded their football seasons at the high school level, but the state of California wanted to save the best for last, and that's why we're kicking off things here in the middle of March. Again, in the shotgun, fumbles the snap and immediately dives on it back near the 15-yard line. So after the gain of 4 on the run on the prior possession, or on the prior snap, I should say, the second down snap goes for a loss of 5, make it 3rd and 11 now. 28-0, 4:20 and counting here. Third quarter, Mount Carmel over Mission Bay so far. Both the teams gearing up for their first official. Now, they're playing it as official as it can be, but next week will be the first official game. Poway comes here to Mount Carmel, and Crawford heads to Mission Bay. Again, the southpaw to the shotgun, has the receiver open, but it's thrown over his head. Matthew Viena was the intended target out near the 30. That would have been a 15-yard gain on the reception, but it goes through his fingertips up over his head, and it's 4th and 11. Josh Smith and the punting crew will come back out for the Sun Devils. And this is cultivation time, right? Up 28-0 in a scrimmage, first game of the season. Coach John Anderson is as veteran as they come in his 10th season with this team. 48-56 overall record at the helm for Mount Carmel. He's seen it all. Back in 2015-2016 was his best season. He went 9-4, and of course, just a tough loss. A very closely fought game against Rancho Bernardo in that D2 championship. It was the last time that we saw Mount Carmel in the championship, but this team is good, folks. Keep your eye open on the Sun Devils. Punt is almost blocked near the end zone, but Smith is able to get it off. It drops at the 50, dribbles all the way back to the 44, and that's where it'll be tapped down by Amir Adams, and the Bucs will retain possession offensively. 3:48 to go. Want to thank East Bay, official athletic retail partner of the CIF, and home to all your game day needs with a wide selection of high-performance athletic apparel and shoes. East Bay will make sure you're ready to dominate the day. Head to eastbay.com today to find your fit. Of course, a lot of great football around the section tonight. Head over to Scorebook Live, San Diego Prep Insider, the CIF section website. Max Preps, wherever you get your information to keep up to date. 28-0 here at Mount Carmel. As the Bucs retain possession offensively, Clash Orsborn looking for signs of life on the offense. Under 4 minutes to play here in the third. In the shotgun. And check that, it's actually Ethan Silber back out there. The backup, and he hands it off. Charles Gonzalez takes it for a run of about 4 on the play to the 48-yard line. So Orsborn got sacked for a big loss on the previous possession. Now, he came off under his own power. This being a scrimmage, the score being 28-0 late in this third quarter, I assume that Coach Tate is giving reps to the second unit as just an opportunity and a precaution, not because Orsborn is actually injured. Once again, Gonzalez takes the handoff, this time for no gain. 3rd and 6 is where we stand now in the middle of the football field. All still at the 48-yard line in Buccaneer territory. Talked about that improbable run for the Bucs in the playoffs last season. And a nice little step up and catch to Keller Feltman out across the 40, down at the 38-yard line. That'll move the chains. That was a heads-up play by Ethan Silber. He caught me with my tongues tied. Took the snap, looked like he was going to keep it for a run. Right as he hit the line of scrimmage, he found his receiver out in space, and now they're on the hurry up. And this time it is a keeper. Silber running out right at the 30. Silber with some space, throws a stiff arm down and runs out of play out at the 24-yard line. 14-yard run for Ethan Silber. That is the first down on a first down try for the Bucs here tonight. And the backup quarterback started as wide receiver in this game, looking good. And Ethan Silber, and I hear Coach Anderson on the near sideline yelling timeout to the referees. So with 2:30 to go here in the third quarter, the clock stops. 28-0, Sun Devils lead, 1st and 10 for the Bucs on offense from the 24-yard line. But as I mentioned, right, last season, 2019 year, 476 days ago was the last time the Mission Bay Bucs played football. It was that loss to Castle Park, and it was a really hard-fought game, 22-10. Of course, CP, the number 2 seed in the D5 playoffs here in the San Diego section, went on to lose to Francis Parker in the championship that next week. But Mission Bay was a 6 seed. They opened it up, beating San Ysidro 56-0 in that opening round of the D5 2019 postseason. And then they played Holtville, and at Holtville, the 3rd seed, they stunned them 21-14 against a dynamic offense out of Holtville. And that allowed Mission Bay to move on to the semifinal with an opportunity to play in the championship. Unfortunately, that's where the road ended in 2019, but a great opportunity to capitalize on that season here in 2021. With the pieces coming back, and Coach Greg Tate in his first season, just a fantastic head coach for this squad. Sober takes the snap, rolls right, finds a receiver, it's bobbled and dropped. On that far side, Peyton Mall was the intended target. Ethan Sober's a little bit more active out of the pocket. Now 6 sacks. This front 7 had 6 sacks over the course of the first half. And then that opening play of the 3rd quarter for the Bucks against Clash Orsborn. So the adjustment here offensively for Coach Tate in this offense has been to move out of the pocket as quickly as you can because the Sun Devils are coming. Sober out of the shotgun, keeps it on the right hash, runs right, and he's met at the 20-yard line by a quadrant of red jerseys. And they're calling him out actually at the 21. So a 3-yard quarterback keeper will make it 3rd and 7 with 2 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter. Sun Devils still up 28-0. Out of the shotgun, Sober. 4 receivers set, ball in the right hash. Man on the move, it's Hutchinson. He dumps it off to Hutchinson in front of him after the snap, and Hutchinson is met at the 22-yard line by Amir Adams for a gain of nothing on the play. 4th and long for the Mission Bay offense. Teddy Boutenauer, one of the offensive linemen, was begging for a defensive hold for one of the officials, but the flag was not thrown. Very clean second half after 7 penalties back in that first half as we get a timeout on the Mount Carmel defensive side. This gives us an opportunity to thank the California Correctional Peace Officers Association, a CIF statewide contributing partner. The CCPOA has 30,000 members and their families supporting a brighter today and tomorrow for California's student athletes. Also, would like to thank Scorebook Live. Scorebook Live is the official digital content partner of the CIF and your destination for all of your favorite teams and players. Head to scorebooklive.com for scores, live play-by-play, and more. Out of the timeout, 28-0, the score remains. No touchdowns here in this first half. Check that 3rd quarter. There are 14 points in that first quarter on 2 touchdown catches by Jaden Virgin for Mount Carmel. Touchdown catch by Amir Adams and a touchdown run by Carson Tomapayo resulted in the ensuing 14 points in that 2nd quarter for the Sun Devils. Sober out of the shotgun, has a receiver in the end zone that's caught for a touchdown. Keller Feltman out of the slot on 4th and 7 from the 22-yard line, found himself in space and in pay dirt, and the Bucks are on the board here in the 2021 season. Ethan Sober, a quick release. 2 seconds after the snap, that ball was in the air, and a great job finding his man, Keller Feltman, in the back of the end zone. Last year, Sober, by the way, had 5 completions on 10 attempts and 3 touchdown passes. So here tonight, already a third of the way to his total from last season. Jacob Sloan out to kick the extra point for the Mission Bay Bucks. It's a high snap. Hold is down, though. Kick is up and through. 28-7. The Buccaneers are on the board. And you could hear just a handful of fans on the far side, on the Buccaneers side, but they are making some noise. very well executed drive. And that was on 4th and 7, folks, from the 22-yard line. So you typically think, okay, maybe an out route, a screen pass, maybe a quarterback draw to try and pick up those yards. No, it was none of that. It was a slant up the middle in man-on-man coverage. And also just a great heads up by Keller Feltman to turn as that ball was coming into it and create enough space to make the catch against his man on defense. 1:10 to go here in the third quarter. 28-7. Jacob Sloan will be back to kick for the Buccaneers. Now remember, no returning here in the scrimmage on the kickoffs. So once that ball is down, Sun Devils will retain possession as if it's a touchback no matter where it goes from the 20-yard line. Jacob Sloan with the longest kickoff back step I've ever seen. I mean, he's probably 10 or 15 yards away from that football before he starts his run up. It's caught at the 15, but again, no matter what, it's a touchback here in the scrimmage. So a $1:10 to play here in the third quarter from Sun Devil Stadium. Mount Carmel up over Mission Bay 28-7. Now, as far back as I was able to track the records, and maybe my co-broadcasters here in the press box with me can correct me if I'm wrong, if they even know, but I was not able to find anything for these football teams matching up against each other over the last 15 seasons. I have not seen a Mission Bay versus Mount Carmel matchup. So as far as I'm concerned, in the modern era of high school football, and that means in my recent memory banks, this is their first ever matchup. Pretty cool stuff here in San Diego. Caden Gent back out there. Out of the shotgun, ball in the left hash. Takes the snap. It's a low snap. Hands it off to a moving wide receiver from left to right. And he's dropped for a loss out near the 19-yard line. A loss of 1 on the wide receiver sweep. It was Ian Lozano getting his first opportunity to touch the football here tonight. A lot of rotating repetitions now for these two squads in the back end of this scrimmage, getting their teams ready for next week's games of play. Poway's here at Mount Carmel. Crawford is at Mission Bay. I will be down in Chula Vista at Chula Vista High School. They host Sweetwater. Mount Carmel up 28-7. Under 30 seconds to go here in the first. Wing T offensive shotgun. It's a handoff and a great defensive drop. Hunter Leedsma had absolutely nowhere to go. Gavin Marzione was all over him from the snap. That's going to be a big loss on the play. Ball is out near the 5-yard line. Check that. Out near the 10-yard line. It's at the 8. And as the clock strikes 0 here in the third quarter, it's going to be third and very long for the Mount Carmel offense, up 28-0 over the Mission Bay Buccaneers. We'll be back for the fourth and final quarter here in just a moment. You are listening to the Prep Insider CIF San Diego Section Game of the Day, brought to you by the San Diego Section. Back here getting you ready for the fourth and final quarter of play. Jonathan Rifkind on the broadcast. Thank you so much for taking the time to tune in and listen, no matter how you're listening or where you're listening. All of us here at Prep Insider and the San Diego section appreciate you making us a part of your Friday evening plans. G. Paul, I got you, man. You asked who scored for MB. Well, it was a 22-yard touchdown pass from Ethan Silber, the backup quarterback, to number 6, Andrew Hutchinson. On 4th and 7, out of the timeout, though, it's 3rd and 18 for the Sun Devils on offense. Gent finds Adams on the far side. Adams, the wide receiver, sprinting on the far sideline down towards the 30, and that is very close to the line to gain. They're giving him about a yard shy of that first down on the 17-yard pitch and catch for the Sun Devil offense. Make it 4th and 1 now as the teams flip sides. And excuse me, it was Keller Feltman. Thank you, Coach Perez. My mistake. It was Keller Feltman, not Andrew Hutchinson on the catch. Andrew Hutchinson had the prior reception for Mission Bay. On the shotgun, Gent hands it off. And Paul Fagoni is met at the line of scrimmage on the 4th and 1 run. And that is a turnover on downs. The defensive line for Mission Bay holds strong and taut, and they force a turnover on downs. This is good field position. The best field position that Mission Bay has retained possession of the football offensively here tonight. Ball will be on the 28-yard line in Sun Devil territory. Game recap for you so far in that first quarter. It was 2 touchdown grabs by Jaden Virgin by way of Carson Tomapayo. In that second quarter, it was Amir Adams and Carson Tomapayo who ran it in for a touchdown. In the third quarter, just a lone touchdown on either side. That was Keller Feltman on the 22-yard slant route from Ethan Silber. And Silber, out of the shotgun, keeps it himself, and he's able to rush it all the way to the 25-yard line. Down at the 24 for a gain of 5 on the play. Make it 2nd and 5. He is spry out of that pocket. Posing as a dual threat. That's the third keeper we've seen out of Silber in the quarterback position here tonight. 28-7. Score remains 11-12 to go. 2nd and 5 from the 24 in Sun Devil territory. Mission Bay with the football on the shotgun. Silber takes the snap. It's a play action screen pass to the left side, but the ball falls incomplete. Pass was intended for Andrew Hutchinson. That RPO can be tricky. Jacob Sloan, the running back to his left. Looks like he got a little sticky finger right there where Sloan held on to the ball a moment too long. So when Silber came back up with it, he actually fumbled and made the pass a little bit tougher to get off. Now it's Quentin Randall in at running back. Randall takes the handoff after the snap on 3rd and 5. Randall showing off those wheels, but he's stopped after a gain of about 3, maybe 4 on the play. So it's going to be 4th and short here for the Bucks. 4th and 1 from the 21-yard line. Already 2 turnovers on downs for the Buccaneers offensively. On the snap, Silber's going to keep it, looking for a hole on the left side, and he is stuffed for a loss on the play and a turnover on downs. 9 tackles for loss so far from the Sun Devil front 7 tonight. 7 sacks, and you can bet Ethan Silber, felt every single hit on that one. There were 4 Sun Devils ready to go, meeting him in that A gap. So ball spotted at the 21, maybe the 22-yard line. 1st and 10 as Gent leads his offense back out there. 10:24 to play here in the game. Gent out of the shotgun. As John Paul Fagoni, his running back to his left, and they are missing a lineman on the offense. Victor Moore trots back out there. He said, I wanted an extra break, Coach. We're up 28-7. Coach said, no, got to get back out there. Gent takes the snap. It's a high snap. He keeps it, fakes left, runs right, and he'll just dive to the ground back at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Want to take an opportunity to do our last live read of the evening. A special thanks to Aventis Health. Aventis Health congratulates all CIF student athletes, their schools, and supporting communities for their achievements. Your strength inspires us to do more than practice medicine. You inspire us to transform lives. Aventis Health, the official healthcare partner of the CIF. Together, inspired. Hats off to all of the healthcare professionals out there working to make all of our lives that much better in a time of great uncertainty. 2nd and 10. Ghent, the southpaw. 50-50 ball, has a receiver on the far side and is just tad overthrown out near the 50-yard line. Alex Rainey, the 5'9 senior, was the intended target. His first look of the evening. 3rd and 10 from the 22 in Sun Devil territory. Good look there, and actually a decent-looking throw, but it's so hard, especially when it's colder. Air density matters, folks, and when you have low air pressure like this, it's cold outside, it's hard to allow your spatial awareness to track that ball and plop it right over the shoulder of the receiver, so just a little bit too much mustard on the throw from Ghent right there. 3rd and 10, 9:32 to play here, 28-7. 4 wide out of the shotgun. Ghent, high snap, corrals it, fakes the handoff, is being run out of the pocket, dumps it forward. He has a receiver, and it's caught out near the 24-yard line. It's only a 2-yard pitch and catch there. And I believe it was Trevor Banonal. Check that. It's Landon Sciotto, the 6'2 senior wide receiver, on the catch. Make it 4th and about 8. And we'll see the punt unit come out. Josh Smith to boot it away once again for the Mount Carmel Sun Devils. So the Sun Devils go 3 and out. Peyton Mall back to receive this punt. He's doing his multifaceted duties here tonight for Mission Bay. Star wide receiver, but a fantastic return man as well. Smith back near the 10 to boot this one away. Takes the snap, 3 steps up. Boot is up, almost blocked by Mission Bay, but this ball finally drops the 50. Takes a Sun Devil bounce out near the 35 and finally lays to rest at the 33-yard line. 8:17 to play here in the ball game. 28-7. Buccaneers looking for some magic here in the late moments of this one and get back into this one. But with the second team out there, right now it's about reps and continuity. And that's what Coach Tate is trying to cultivate within his offense right now. Flash Osborne hasn't been in since the 11th minute of this second half. And the lone touchdown for Mission Bay came by way of a really nice Keller Feltman grab. Out of the shotgun, this one is caught by Andrew Hutchinson on the near side. Sheds a tackle out near the 45, taken down to the 47. On the tackle for the Sun Devils was Trevor Banonal. And that'll move the sticks on the 12-yard reception. Shotgun formation, 4 spread out evenly. Silber looking out to throw, and it's incomplete. 10 yards out. Thought he had Andrew Hutchinson. But Josh Delondo, great coverage on the near sideline, forces it incomplete and make it 2nd and 10 from the 47. Only shotgun so far here tonight for the Buccaneers. Silber back in it. Takes a snap, the screen pass to the far side. This one is caught, but immediately Peyton Mall goes down with it because of the low throw. And it's actually going to be a loss of 1 on the play. They get 3rd and 11 now. Ball at the 47 in their own territory. Check that, 44 in their own territory. Silber, 3 wide receivers on the weak side, takes the snap, steps up, and as soon as he steps forward, he is sacked. Patrick Martinez, 185-pound senior defensive tackle, all over him for the 7th sack tonight for Mount Carmel. They have been pressuring the tandem of quarterbacks, Clash Orsborn and Ethan Silber, all evening long in Mission Bay. 4th and 15, ball at the 44. And Jacob Sloan back out to boot this one away for Mission Bay. Luke Seaver back to receive it for Mount Carmel. Clock continues to run here at 6:40 in the 4th quarter. This is a high punt, a lot of air under. Seaver calls for a fair catch, but lets it drop at the 30. Takes a very nice Buccaneers bounce all the way within the 20, down to the 18-yard line. And that's where Caden Gent and the Sun Devil offense will retain offensive possession. Gent without a touchdown pass so far tonight. The Southpaw has had a couple of downfield opportunities, but a handful of overthrows has not allowed him to complete. Now, he has not taken a snap as a varsity quarterback before tonight. Of course, Costa and Tomapayo were the 2 quarterbacks last season for Mount Carmel. So an opportunity here to get the junior quarterback some varsity reps early in the season with this team leading, because truthfully, you never know. And once again, Trevor Dickinson this time, one of the offensive tackles for the Sun Devils, forgets to come out. And the team needs to yell, tackle, tackle. We need a tackle out here. And Hunter Leedsma finally comes out as well from the sideline. So Sun Devils a little bit of heads up on the near side, waiting to take their positions on the offense. And now they do. 6:25 to play here in the game. 1st and 10 from their own 18. Wing T formation under center for Caden Gent. He has a receiver on the move. This is a handoff, though. And John Paul Figoni able to rush his way out across the 25. And they're saying he's actually stopped a yard short to the 24. Give him a 6-yard rush there. 2nd and 4 for the home team, Mount Carmel Sun Devils. Mount Carmel, of course, out of the Palomar League in Division 3. Mission Bay in the Central League. He's in Division 5. Moved from the City League where they went 0-4 last season. 2-3 in league play for Mount Carmel in that Palomar League. Shotgun formation for Gent. 2 wide receivers split evenly, and a flag is thrown. I think they're going to call a delay of game. Indeed, they do. So again, no play clock in high school football, but the officials are keeping a mental countdown or an arm count on the field. If you surpass a certain amount, I think it's like 8 seconds. Once the ball is set, it's a delay of game. So 5-yard penalty makes it 2nd and 8 now. Play action. Pitch and catch to Hunter Leedsma on the near side. Leedsma with some space out across the 40. Burns a defensive player. Out across the 45 in opponent territory before he's taken down by a pair of white jerseys at the 43-yard line. Hunter Leedsma with the longest reception of the evening for Mount Carmel moves the chains. And it's 1st and 10, Sun Devils in opponent territory. 28-7, the score remains. 5 minutes and counting here in the 4th and final quarter. Caden Gent with his longest career pass as a varsity quarterback. This, of course, being his first varsity game under center. In the shotgun, takes the snap, hands it off, and a great job by the defensive line to collapse and stuff for a loss of 2 on the play. Teddy Boutenauer able to get all over that one for the loss. 2nd and 12 now for the offense. 28 big first half points for Mount Carmel. They have yet to find the end zone since. Only 1 touchdown tonight so far for Mission Bay, but it was done beautifully on that Ethan Silber to Keller Feltman touchdown pass. Wing T formation here offensively. 3 wide receivers, 2 running backs, and the quarterback in the shotgun. Snap, it's a keeper. Gent with some space out across the 30. Picks up a block to the 25, and he's finally pushed out of play at the 22-yard line. Make it the 21-yard line. 15-yard run on 2nd and long for Caden Gent, showing off the wheels right there for the backup quarterback. Moves the chains, 1st and 10 from the 21 in opponent territory for Mount Carmel. 14 points in that first quarter, 14 points in that second quarter. Goose Egg in the third, looking to break the cold spell here in the second half on this one. Clock showing 3:56 and counting now. Out of the shotgun, out of the RPO, Gent should have handed it off, I would assume, to Hunter Leedsmo, but instead he kept it. And he's taken down by Travis Levesque for a sack on the play, the 4th sack tonight for the Mission Bay Bucks defense. Loss of 3, maybe 4. Actually, ball's at the 25, so loss of 5 on the play. No, check that, 4. When you're cold and it's late, math is hard. I promise I'll get better during the season. Out of the shotgun, this one's a handoff. No, it's a keeper on the RPO. He fooled everybody, including me. And again, able to get all the way up near the 10 on another long quarterback keeper. They're going to actually mark him down at the 14 on the far side. So an 11-yard run for Caden Gent on the quarterback keeper. And that's what the RPO does. This is why they decided to switch to the RPO from just a straight shotgun set. Coach Anderson said, I want to keep these defensive players off balance. I want to switch up our looks. I want to keep things fresh and throw the entire playbook out there. When you have 2 quarterbacks, not just Carson Tomapayo, but Caden Gent as well, who can execute the RPO to perfection, that's a luxury. And right now, John Anderson has 2 good ones at quarterback here tonight. 28-7, 2:20 to go, 3rd and 3. Gent veering left. He is a southpaw, looking towards that direction, has a man in the back of the end zone, but it is incomplete. Landon Sciotto was the intended receiver, but the pass was about a foot too short, and Sciotto laid out but couldn't get to it. Make it 4th and 3 now from the 14-yard line. Our final sponsor of the evening, Nike, is the official footwear, apparel, and uniform provider of the CIF. Nike is proud to support the student athletes of the CIF. Life is a sport, make it count. Field goal team coming out here for Mount Carmel. We have not seen a field goal attempt tonight. It's Josh Smith, the kicker punter for this team, who has been perfect in extra points, out to kick it. Has plenty of length, and it splits the uprights for the 31-yard field goal try. 31-7 now. First points of the second half for the Sun Devils as they lead. With 2:15 to go here in this game. Again, a 31-yard field goal try is good for Josh Smith. And that one had 40-yard leg on it. I mean, this guy can kick. Watch out for Josh Smith on those game-winning field goal tries if you're Mount Carmel this season, because you can rely on this guy so far. He'll get ready to kick this one off as well.
Yeah, like imagine.
Smith sets things up here for the kicking team. And again, even though there are returners out there for the Bucks, the play will be dead no matter what. This one is booted back into the end zone anyways for a touchback. And with 2:15 to play here in the ball game, Mission Bay retains offensive possession at the 20-yard line. We were talking about notable alumni at halftime from both these teams, and I failed to mention a pretty famous one for the Mission Bay Bucks. Adia Barnes, who's, of course, the women's basketball coach at the University of Arizona, one of the premier women's basketball programs in the nation. She led the NCAA in points and assists as a player, one of the top girls basketball teams or girls basketball players in the country at the high school level when she played at Mission Bay. And now, of course, longtime and fantastic head coach at the University of Arizona. Both these schools outputting great alumni all over the sports world. Back out there is Silber out of the shotgun. On the pitch and catch, he finds a receiver on the far side. He gets out to the 29-yard line. That's Keller Feltman on the reception. Of course, Feltman had that touchdown catch earlier in the half. Under 2 minutes to play here. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. This one goes as a handoff to Jacob Sloan. And Sloan able to muscle his way to the 32, maybe the 33 for a short gain on the run. Ball is in the middle of the field. And Coach Tate just looking for productivity here in the final drive, what will likely be the final drive of the game for Mission Bay. Shotgun formation once again. Silber takes the snap, 3-step drop, steps up, has a receiver open, and it's caught in space by Andrew Hutchinson. See you later. Touchdown, Bucks. 71 yards for Andrew Hutchinson. He absolutely smokes the defense. And it's 31-13 with a minute 13 to play pending the extra point. What a play. I mean, that wasn't even a foot race. Hutchinson had his man burned. And Sloan out to kick the extra point here for Mission Bay. Hold is down, kick is up, and it's through. 31-14, a minute 13, and it's kind of funny. I basically teed up that touchdown pass by saying how Coach Tate was looking for just productive plays. Well, that's as productive as it can get, right? 71 yards to the end zone. So, longest play of the night so far awarded to Andrew Hutchinson for that touchdown grab. 31-14 as teams reset now. And I assume we will see a couple of run opportunities here from the Sun Devil offense with a minute and change left in the game. This has been a long scrimmage, though. It was 6:01 kickoff. It's been an hour and 25 minutes. 2 hours and 25 minutes, excuse me. But have we enjoyed every moment of this one? Who cares how long it takes? Who cares what the score is? I think everybody is happy that football is back. We can all agree on that. Teddy Butenauer will boot this one away. The defensive lineman with an opportunity to kick this one. But it doesn't really matter because no matter what, as soon as that ball drops to the ground, it's a touchback anyway. So here's the boot. Plenty of air. It's fair caught at the 10. And it'll be reset at the 20 with a buck 13 to play in this game. 31-14. Touchdowns by Andrew Hutchinson and Keller Feltman, the two-star wide receivers for Mission Bay. Both touchdown passes coming by way of Ethan Silber's arm. Flash Worsborn was taken out with about 11 minutes to go here in the third quarter of this game. Caden Gent leads the offense back out there. Out of the shotgun, a minute 13 to play. High snap, hands it off. John Paul Fagoni takes this one down out across the 22, down at the 24 for a 4-yard run. Make it 2nd and 6 here as the clock hits under a minute to play now in the game. I'll do a short post-game wrap-up, review the touchdowns with you, go over my final thoughts of the game, get you ready for next week's broadcast, and send you on your merry way on a lovely Friday evening in San Diego. High snap goes over the head of Gentz, but it's crowded in the backfield, out across the 10, close to the 5, actually, by John Paul Figoni. And that's going to be a 14-yard loss on the mishandled snap, but I believe we're going to see that clock run down regardless. It's at 20 seconds right now. Ball is spotted for a 3rd and 20. And at 12 seconds, both teams are going to trot off the field, and that is a final. Football is back, and the first game is in the books. The Mount Carmel Sun Devils take this one 31-14 over the Mission Bay Buccaneers. What an evening it has been. Couldn't be more excited for the season for both these teams. We saw electric play in the first quarter. The Sun Devils went up 14-0 on 2 touchdown catches by Jaden Virgin. An amazing quarterback play by Carson Tomapayo. The defense had 8 sacks as well. Touchdowns by Muir Adams and Carson Tomapayo capped off a 28-point first half for the Sun Devils. They led 28-0. And then in that second half, well, it was all the Buccaneers. 2 touchdown catches, one from Andrew Hutchinson, one from Keller Feltman, but of course 81 yards for Andrew Hutchinson was the play of the evening for the Buccaneers, and both these teams saying so long at midfield. What an evening of football, folks. We made it 490 days since these two teams played football last, and we can check this one off of the calendar. Next week, Mount Carmel hosts Poway, Mission Bay hosts Crawford, and we will be down at Chula Vista when they host Sweetwater. Kickoff at 7, pregame at 6:50. That'll be the Prep Insider CIF San Diego section game of the day. We hope you can join us. And until next week, my name is Jonathan Rifkin. A special thanks to all of our sponsors, our friends here at Mount Carmel High School, at Mission Bay High School, CIF Commissioner Joe Hines, and my boss, Christian Pedersen, for making all of this possible. Once again, my name is Jonathan Rifkin, saying so long from Sun Devil Stadium. Have a fantastic weekend. We will talk to you next Friday. Once again, the final for Mount Carmel, 31-14. The Sun Devils win in the first game of 2021.